During your studies, you have to complete 3 months of internships. With the current job market, even getting an internship is tough. I recently took part in a recruitment process where there were over 90 candidates for one spot. I was lucky enough to get an internship over a year ago, which I'm still doing now. From what I've heard, I'm the only one among my friends whose position is directly related to my field of study. Right now I'm cycling to work. It's about a 30-minute ride. A morning bike ride is a great way to start the day. I work as a software developer and I work on various projects, creating documentation, web apps, bash scripts, and even designing PCB boards. An internship can be a great opportunity to learn really interesting things. Today I'm writing a user manual for my new app, so honestly, nothing too exciting. After work I have 4 hours of classes. Today we have a non-standard subject where we don't just learn theory, but we get to talk to industry professionals and visit places like the Sesame laboratory or Orange's lab. On my way back, I stopped at a parcel locker to pick up an HDMI adapter for a Pi KVM project. If you are wondering how professionals create electronics without chaos and with maximum collaboration, the answer is Altium Develop. Imagine an environment where you eliminate the problem of manually emailing files to others, such as mechanical engineer for PCB verification, and start working in real time in one cloud. Altium Develop is an advanced professional central hub that integrates the PCB design tool with the broader ecosystem. With it you can forget about the frustration and delays that come from constantly losing context and having to manually track corrections. This is a device to remotely view and control a screen. Usually you'd just use a VPN, but I need a solution that doesn't require installing software on the target computer. I will talk more about it later, because the ribbon cable in the kit didn't fit my Raspberry Pi. Back to the STM8 Hacking project. I previously desoldered the components and brought photos into Figma. Today I worked on identifying the components to understand how the board works. Some were easy because they had markings or part numbers. For resistors, I could just look up their values. I also used AI by uploading photos, though I had to verify everything because it often made mistakes. Some elements were harder to recognize, like tiny unmarked rectangles. They are likely ferrites rather than resistors, which makes sense as the board uses the CAN bus protocol, and ferrites help them reduce interference. I checked the LED color with a multimeter, but I had one big problem. I couldn't find any info on a specific edge mount connector. I have no idea what the exact model is. That's all for now, bye!